Okay, so I decided to help out a little bit more and try and see if where you guys were at with your web crawler. If you wanted any tips. Recently, I've been playing around with some Linux distros, and I got kind of familiar with the Wget program, and or command line interface, I guess, is really what it is. Um, there's a version of it for Windows available, and you can find it here. This is the executable for that. When you download it, you want to add it somewhere in your Windows directory, somewhere in your Windows file system, I should say. And I just dropped it straight into my C drive. It really doesn't matter where you put it, but I went ahead and just put it here at the base of my C drive. Anyways, moving along. So after you get it installed or downloaded and moved into its directory, there's a lot of functionality with it, but I'm just going to go over some basic stuff to kind of give you an idea of what it's capable of. Um, I have a couple of the websites you gave me that you guys use to check and look for jobs that are going on, what phase they're on and all that. Initially, I tried doing a run at this entire website, but I found that it doesn't actually get any of this from this web page. It actually comes from a different one that's generated from here. This is the URL that gets generated from. So right now I'm going to do a recursive download of this web structure right here. So right now it's going through and essentially mirroring the website that I had put up here, the mhservices.construction.com Gen 2 content, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna let that run for I don't know, probably about 30 more seconds, and then I'll go ahead and stop it because I'm not gonna image the entire website. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what's going on here. All right, 30 seconds is up. Went ahead and stopped it. Now let's go take a look at what we got. So you can see it added this folder for that website. This is the original one, the Dodge Reports one. I tried doing that once and found out it really didn't generate what we needed. So I made this one, and it downloads all these ASP files. So I'm going to open one up for you real quick. And what you get is all this stuff. Now, this gives you the job, the table. It's basically just the table that's getting loaded in each time. As you can see, it didn't get very far because there would just be pages of these. And so you're just putting in all the different ones and showing you these different jobs. You'll probably want to change the way that it outputs the file name, and you can concatenate it into one file, or just kind of sort out the results you want. Just this stuff, but I mean, this is all saved on the computer, so you can save it to your central server. Whatever you guys are going to do with it, and then you can kind of modify the results as you need. It's not directly a web crawler. It can be used as one if you create the right bash programming for it. You could get it set up. I see it more as a supplemental tool to add to your web crawler or whatever existing system you guys you have in place or you're putting in place. It's a very simple tool, very lightweight, but it can accomplish a lot of stuff as far as mirroring websites. And you can put searches in through this and query it, and I mean, it also works as the web page. I mean, this just went from my page content out online to the actual job that you guys need. You can bring up all the documents from it, and if you let it, it'll keep getting stuff until it has all this stuff. But I mean, I don't think you want to go that far. You just want to get it and then copy the URL with the file, what it's looking at as far as bid wise and time frames and all that, put them into a database. So I mean, I'll show you a couple more of those files and real quick. This this pretty much got a lot of them, but didn't copy every single link they had, and some of them it didn't even finish copying. The longer you let it run, the more it's able to do. But I mean, I let it run for about a minute and 20 seconds and was able to get this much information. And this is on a personal computer. So, I mean, it kind of gives you an idea for how powerful this script is. As always, if you have any questions on anything you've seen me do here, feel free to give me an email. I'm happy to try and explain as best I can. But I was just playing around with this, and I thought that maybe it could be helpful in some of the work you guys are trying to do. So I hope you enjoyed the post, hope it was informative, and take care.